صلوات اللهم صل على محمد
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد۔ آج کے اس پروگرام کا باقاعدہ آغاز تلاوت کلام پاک سے کیا جاتا ہے۔ I invite to Musa to start the program with tilawat اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم الحمدللہ رب العالمین۔ All praise belongs to Allah, Lord of all the world. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the all compassion, the all merciful. Malik Yawmiddin, master of the day of judgment. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. You alone do we worship and you alone do we ask for help. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. Siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim, the path of those whom you have favored. غَيْرَ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ, none of those you who earn your anger, nor those who have gone astray.
اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد۔
یہ ہمارے مدرسے کا سب سے پہلے یہ پریزنٹیشن ہے آج، تو ماشاءاللہ پروگرام کا آغاز تلاوت کلام پاک سے ہو چکا ہے۔ اب میں دعوت دے رہا ہوں حسن اور جعفر سے کہ وہ تشریف لائیں اور دعائے امام زمانہ ریڈ کریں۔ حسن اور امیر حمزہ۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم اللہم کل ولیک حجت ابن حسن صلواتک علیہ وعلی آبائہ فی ہذہ الساعہ وفی کل ساعہ ولییا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودلیلا وعینا حتى تسكنه الزكاة وتمتعه فيها تبيلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين۔
اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد۔
ماشاءاللہ بچوں کی حوصلہ افزائی کے لیے بلند تر صلوات۔
اللہم صلی علی محمد وعلی محمد۔
اب میں دعوت دے رہا ہوں سید زہیر علی شاہ کہ وہ تشریف لائیں اور حدیث قصا کی تلاوت کریں۔ ماشاءاللہ سید زہیر علی شاہ۔
عظمت محمد وعلی محمد، بلندتر صلوات۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ The story of the clock. Once upon a time, long ago, in a home in Medina, something exciting happened in the home of Sayyidah Fatima. Sayyidah Fatima heard a knock at the door. She opened it and was delighted to see her father, Prophet Muhammad. He greeted her by saying Salam alaikum, and she replied Wa alaikum salam. However, her father wasn't feeling well, so Sayyidah Fatima, being a good daughter, asked Allah to help her father feel better. As he enters her home, he asked his daughter for a kisa or cloak to cover himself with. Sayyidah Fatima gave her father the kisa and covered him with it. As she was covering him, she began to notice his face was shining bright like a full moon. After some time, Sayyidah Fatima's son Imam Hussain came with such excitement and said Salam alaikum. Oh mother, what is that sweet smell? Is it my grandfather? She replied Wa alaikum salam. Yes, he is resting underneath the kisa. Imam Hussain then went to the kisa and greeted his grandfather Salam alaikum. Oh grandfather, can I come inside the Kisa with you? His grandfather replied, Walaikum salam, my lord, yes, please come under the Kisa with me. Then after a while, her older son Hussain came rushing into the room and exclaimed, Salam alaikum, oh mother, is that sweet perfume in the air, my grandfather? Sayyidah Fatima replied, Walaikum salam, yes, he is under the Kisa. Imam Hussain then went to the Kisa and said, Salam alaikum, oh grandfather, may I come in? The Prophet replied with kindness, Walaikum salam, yes, please come in. Soon after, the father of Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, Imam Ali, walked over to his wife and said, Salam alaikum, O daughter of the Prophet, I smell the sweetness of my cousin and brother, the Prophet of Allah. Sayyidah Fatima replied, Walaikum salam, yes, you are right, O leader of the Muslims. My father is under the Kisa with our two sons. Imam Ali walked over to the Kisa and said, Salam alaikum, O Prophet of Allah, may you come under the Kisa. The Prophet replied, Walaikum salam, yes, O leader of afternoon, please come in. Sayyidah Fatima looked over and saw that her two sons, husband and father, were all under the Kisa. She then walked toward the Kisa and asked her father, O my dear father, may I come in too? The Prophet of Allah replied, yes, my daughter, please come in. As soon as she entered, her father held both ends of the Kisa and raised his right hand towards the heavens and said this following dua, O Allah, these are the people of my family, the Ahlul Bayt. They are very special to me. Whoever hurts them hurts me too. Whoever makes them sad makes me sad too. I don't like those people who don't like them. Love those people who love them. I am the enemies of their enemies, and I am the friends of their friends. They are a part of me, and I am a part of them. Then, O Allah, send your most precious blessings, gifts upon me and upon them, and remove all the impurity from them and keep them thoroughly pure. In the heavens, the Almighty Allah said to His angels, O my angels, I have created the sky, the big earth, the bright moon, the shining sun, the spinning planets, the flowing seas, and the sailing ships for the look of these 5 people laying underneath the Kisa. Angel Ibrar asked, O Allah, who are those people under the Kisa? Allah answered that they are Sayyidah Fatima, her father, her husband, and her 2 sons.
صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
MashaAllah, subhanAllah, that was one of our students from the Madrasah where, MashaAllah, he did very well. I would like to take this opportunity and thank all of you for coming here today. I'm glad to see that the parents have made an effort to come here today, especially the mothers as well. This is a celebration. This is a celebration of, I would say, a success in our Madrasah over the last term or last year or so. We started this mission at Anjuman Ghulaman-e-Aulad-e-Zahra with the sole purpose of trying to encourage our youth and our young children to be part of Shia, Jafri community. And I feel that, I have to congratulate the executive committee, and I thank the parents for cooperating with us over the last year or so, and especially Molana, Ibrar, Naqvi, who has led this madrasa through this year. And after COVID, we had to regroup and recuperate and come back and deliver this madrasa. And I have to say, I feel that it has been a success, seeing the numbers, mashallah, in this room, and how well the children have done this year. Later on, we'll have a certificate distribution ceremony. But I would like to say farewell and congratulate everyone and say thank you to everyone who has participated in this madrasa as a volunteer to all the students and Molana and Naqvi for making this a great success. Salawat. Next I'd like to invite our youngest member of the school, youngest student, Ali Naqvi, to come here and say a qasida. Okay? Thank you, mashallah. That was Ali Naqvi. Mashallah, well done for the beautiful kalam we heard. Now next I would like to invite Muhammad Shah to give us a speech. Yeah, Muhammad Shah.
نعرہ تکبیر، نعرہ رسالت، نعرہ حیدری، نعرہ حیدری، برحمت محمد و آل محمد بلند صلوات، اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل محمد، اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل محمد.
Mola Ali was the first son of the Prophet.
MashaAllah.
Mola Ali was the first. Mola Ali was the son of the Prophet, uncle Abu Talib. He was born in Makkah about 20 years after the birth of the Holy Prophet. Mola Ali was the son-in-law of the Prophet.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, subhanAllah, that was Muhammad Shah, one of our students talking about Maula Ali. This is one of the topics we have been covering in our Madrasah. And the children have prepared these speeches mostly from the content we have covered in our Madrasah. Next, I'd like to invite one of the other students.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Wakefield.
Okay, mashallah. Where Saeed is coming next? Mashallah, alhamdulillah. Come on, Nare Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Our Prophet ﷺ has said that the best of actions is salah and that it is the key to heaven. Salah means prayer or talk to Allah. We do not need anything except our mouths to talk to Allah. Allah made us and looks after us. He knows when we are happy and when we are sad. He knows when we are good and when we are mean. He has given us everything. We love Allah, Allah loves us too, and He wants to talk to us. This is why He has sent us the Quran, the Prophets, and the Masumin. But Allah wants us to talk to Him too. So He has taught us how to offer Salah in the Quran and through Prophet Muhammad. Salah is talking to Allah. We can talk to Allah anywhere and about anything. He always hears us, understands us. He hears us if we whisper or if we shout or even if we think about something in our mind. To perform Salah, you must do the following actions. Number 1, Takbiratul Ihram. This is the first Allahu Akbar that is said in Salah. After Takbiratul Ihram comes Qiyam. This is a special way that you stand in Salah. In Qiyam, we recite Surah Al-Hamd and another surah from the Quran. Number 3, Ruku. After Qiyam, we do Ruku. Ruku is bowing down. Number 4, Sajda. After Ruku, you must go to Sajda. Sajda is when you put your head on the Sajda. Number 5, Qunut. After Sajda, when you stand back up, in the second rakah, we perform Qiyam, and then after Qiyam, we perform Ruku. This is a special way of asking Allah for something in the second rakah. Salam.
That was Vasily, mashallah Vasily, did a very good job of telling us about namaz. This is another topic we've been covering during a school madrasah, and something we'll keep coming back to, inshallah. Next, I would like to invite Jafar Sultani to come and give us speech. MashaAllah.
आवाज़ बुलंद सलावत अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद
MashaAllah.
One day, Imam was traveling on a journey. He kept bumping into one of his friends. Each time the Imam saw his friend, he would say Salam alaikum and asked his friend how he was doing. The Imam's friend was surprised that the Imam kept repeating Salam. So Imam said to him, do you know that every time Muslims say Salam to each other and shake hands, Allah looks at them with kindness? Just like the least thing which is doing saying Salam erases all of your mistakes. When the Imam's friend heard this, he became very happy.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Inshallah means if Allah wills. Whenever you want to do something, you should say Inshallah. Allah says in the Quran that do not say I will indeed do it tomorrow without saying Inshallah. When you say Inshallah after you have done, you will say, oh Allah, this will happen only if you want it to happen and if it is good for you. Khalid's mom always reminded him to say Inshallah after he said he was going to do something. One day, Khalid was talking to one of his friends and told him that he was going to the circus Khalid's mom heard him and told him that he should have said that he was going to the circus Inshallah. Khalid replied by saying that it was for sure that he was going to the circus because his dad already bought him tickets for the circus and promised to take him. That evening when it was time to go to the circus Khalid and his parents got into the car. On the way over to the circus, the car started to make funny noises. Then it stopped. Khalid's dad got out to see what was wrong with the car, but he could not get the car to start again. The mechanic was called, but by the time he came and fixed the car, it was too late to go to the circus. So Khalid and his parents drove back home. The next day, Khalid was talking to his friend. This time he was saying Inshallah. And after everything he is planning on doing. Since what time, inshallah, I am going to go to school tomorrow, inshallah. After school, I am going to go to my cousin's house, inshallah. We will both then go shopping, inshallah, to buy a present for the celebration, inshallah, that we both go to, inshallah. Remember by saying inshallah, it doesn't mean you definitely go to do something. It means that you know that Allah will do what is best for you.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
That was Jafar Sultani with his beautiful explanation of inshallah and the story he told us about how inshallah can be helpful. Next, I'd like to invite Zain Hussain to come and say a few
Our 12th Imam is Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam. Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam is different to the Imam, because all the other Imams have passed away and returned to Allah. But Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam is still living on earth, because this is because Allah does not want to leave people without a leader on earth. But our Imam did not have enough friends to keep him, and one day so Allah put him safely in hiding to keep him safe. We cannot see him, but he can see us and hear us. Even if someone is hidden, they can still hear us and see us. They can. Imam al-Mahdi is hidden from us because he is waiting for us to do good when Allah decides Imam al-Mahdi will appear and not be hidden to us anymore, and he will be the way to make a perfect world for us to live in. Even though we can't see him, he can see us. He is still alive. When he's still there when the weather is cloudy outside, we can't see him because the sun.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah, very good, Zain.
MashaAllah, Zain. That was Zain Hussain with a beautiful speech about Imam Mahdi and Zuhur Mahdi. As those of you who have been participating and attendees are aware that we have a mixed madrasa, and the madrasa has boys and girls of all ages who attend. Now, next I would like to ask one of our female students, Molana, to come here and deliver a speech.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bibi Zahra was born on the 20th of June al-Thani. She was born in Makkah. Now she's buried in Medina. Her mother was Lady Khadija and her father was Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam. Prophet Zahra's husband was Imam Ali. She had 5 children. Through Bibi Zahra, we've learned to love and respect our parents like Bibi Zahra did with Prophet Muhammad. It is very important for us to respect our parents. Allah tells us that we should be very kind to them and talk to them nicely. We shouldn't be rude or say bad things to our parents. They do much for us and they take care of us, so we should always thank and respect them.
MashaAllah.
This means that we should talk to them kindly, help them and listen to them. When we do this, Allah is very happy with us. She is known as many titles. One of her titles is Lady of Life. The Prophet said, "He who upsets Fatima upsets me." Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah, very well.
MashaAllah, that was a beautiful speech from one of female students in the Madrasah. We have been learning about the Aima as well as the prophets and the illustrious females of Islamic history, because it's very important to be aware of the part of the ladies in her faith have played as well. So next I'd like to invite Fiza to come and give her speech. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
MashaAllah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Being selfish means caring only about what you want and not about anyone else. The prophets were never selfish, they cared about all people. Prophet Muhammad says that a true Muslim cares about now other Muslims are living. For example, if you have a toy and your friend wants to play with it, you should not be selfish. You should share your toy with your friend. This is because Allah gave you the toy and you should be nice to those around you, just like Allah has been nice to you. Allah says in the Quran, "Be good to others just as Allah has been good to you." This verse teaches us that we should treat others well, just like Allah treats us with all the blessings He gives us so much. We should give to others and not be selfish. Imam Agaz in Islam said, "Refrain from pride and selfishness. Whoever has the amount of a tiny grain of pride wins it, will not enter pride."
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Lantar salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you, Fiza, for that beautiful speech. And just to emphasize again, during this term in the Madrasah, we've been covering various topics. So this doesn't include just the Furudi and Usul-e-Din, but also covers fiqh, akhlaq, as well as a bit of history. That's why some of the speeches you've heard might have some historical context or a bit about fiqh or about akhlaq.
MashaAllah.
Next, I would like to invite Maham Shah to come and give his speech. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Shaban is the 8th month in the Islamic calendar. In Shaban, we celebrate lots of birthdays and traditions. The 15th of Shaban is very special because we pray to Allah for forgiveness, and Allah makes decisions on important things. This is called Ibrar. Also on the 15th of Shaban, it is our last Imam's birthday, Imam Mahdi Salam.
MashaAllah.
Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Thank you for telling us about the illustrious month of Shaban. As you are aware, this madrasa has been going on for about 8 months, roughly? 9 months. So 9 months, and over these months we've been covering the events in the Islamic calendar as well, and celebrating them as we go along. And that's why some of the children have prepared speeches relevant to the months of Islamic months. Next, I'd like to invite another one of the female students, Zahra Sultani.
Allahumma
Salawat.
salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah. Please pay attention.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Saying Bismillah. A long time ago, there lived a woman who would always used to say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim before she did anything. Every night before this woman went to sleep, she would take off her ring and put it in her cupboard. As always, she used to say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Her husband did not believe that by just saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Allah would help someone. One night, to show his wife that Bismillahirrahmanirrahim did not make any difference, the husband took his wife's ring from the cupboard where she had kept it safely and threw it in the river. The next morning, because the woman was getting late to the store, she did not have time to get her ring, which she thought was still in the cupboard. The woman went to the store and bought a fish for their dinner that evening. When she got home, she began to cook the fish so that she could cook it. What was inside the fish? It was the ring her husband had thrown in the river.
MashaAllah.
The fish had swallowed it. The woman was very surprised to find her ring inside the fish, and when her husband came home, she told him all about it. The husband was shocked and told her how he had thrown the ring into the river. He also told her how sorry he was and that now he truly believed that Allah will look after those who say Bismillah Rahman Rahim. The moral of the story is to always say Bismillah before anything so that Allah will look after you.
MashaAllah. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah, very well done.
MashaAllah, that was Zahra Sultani with this beautiful story about the importance of Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Over this term, we've been covering basic topics, simple things we take for granted in a day-to-day life about, saying Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have been explaining to children what these words mean and the importance of these things we sometimes say without thinking much about them. Next, I'd like to invite Ali Shah to come and give his speech, say a few words. MashaAllah. Salam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Salam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nikalta Mola.
Ali Ali.
Nikalta Mola.
Ali Ali.
Tera Mola.
Ali Ali.
Mera Mola.
Ali Ali. Everyone together.
Sabka Mola.
Ali Ali.
Mast Kalandar.
Ali Ali.
Mast Kalandar.
Ali Ali.
Tere dil de andar.
Ali Ali.
Mere dil de andar.
Ali Ali.
Kabe mein uladat.
Ali Ali.
Masjid mein shahadat.
Ali Ali.
Zahra ka shohar.
Ali Ali.
Hussain ka baba.
Ali Ali.
Tafsir Quran ki.
Ali Ali.
Tafsir Imam ki.
Ali Ali.
Tayyib pe tahir.
Ali Ali.
Sच्चा हनीफा.
Ali Ali.
हम सबका वजीफा.
Ali Ali.
रमजान की रवानी.
Ali Ali.
है बहता पानी.
Ali Ali.
जबरील का लहजा.
Ali Ali.
मनकन तो मौला.
Ali Ali.
मनकन तो मौला.
Ali Ali.
दमस्क के अंदर.
Ali Ali.
दमस्क के अंदर.
Ali Ali.
सलाम.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
I think that was probably the most elaborate.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah, Ali.
MashaAllah, Ali Shah. And you did well to remember all of it. MashaAllah. So next, I'd like to invite Sajjad Ali to come and
MashaAllah.
offer his
Sajjad Ali.
speech and participation. MashaAllah.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah, Saeed.
Once upon a time, on a hot sunny day,
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Allahumma salli ala
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
once upon a time, yes, MashaAllah, yeah,
MashaAllah.
yeah, a poor man was sitting on the street, yes. He said, Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah, Saeed.
बच्चों की हौसला अफजाई के लिए बुलंद कर सलावत।
Shyest student in the class.
Shah
And
student,
my story was about Alhamdulillah.
माशाल्लाह।
Sajjad, you did great, yeah, and you tried really hard, and that's the most important thing.
Yes.
And that's what we've been encouraging our children throughout this school year, this madrasah year, about trying their best. You might not be as good as the others, but as long as you're trying, and we're all at different ages and different stages of our life and academics as well as religious knowledge. But the biggest thing we can do is try and make an effort and try hard. And it looks like you tried really hard. So next, I would like to invite one of the most active members, Molana Hussain, to come in.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah loves those who are clean. In fact, our Prophet said that being clean is our faith. This means that being clean is an important part of being a Muslim. Here are some things that you should do regularly in order to be clean and please Allah. 1. Brush your teeth and wash your face and cover your nose. 2. Wash yourself after using the bathroom. 3. Wash your hands before and after you eat. 4. Clean your room and put your toys away after you are done using them. 5. Wear clean clothes. And 6. Help pick up crumbs and trash. One hot day, the Prophet's friends were sitting in the masjid. A man entered the room, masjid, and someone asked him, "Why do you smell so bad?" He said, "I haven't showered for a few days." The Prophet overheard this and said, "Muslims always keep their bodies clean." The Prophet has taught us in Islam about how we should be clean and other items such as your house, clothes, and many more. Make sure to remove all makeup or anything that will prevent water from reaching the surface of your skin. 1. Make the intention. And meaning I make the intention to do wuzu seeking God's pleasure. Or you may say, I make the intention to do wuzu to perform pleasures of God as the method Ibrar. 2. Wash your face 2 times. From forehead to chin, not the opposite. You can put water in your mouth and nose 3 times to wash them. Wash your right arm as follows. 1. Take water into your right hand. 2. Pour water into your left hand. 3. Pour water into your right elbow. 4. Wipe your arm from elbow to fingers, not the opposite, until you wet your whole arm. Wash your left arm as follows. 1. Take water into your right hand. Then pour it onto your left elbow. Then wipe your arm elbows to fingers until you wet your whole arm. Massage the head. Wipe your head from the middle to forehead. Massage the feet. Wipe your right foot with your right hand. Then you wipe your left foot with your left hand. So on.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah.
Molana, thank you for that reminder of how to perform wudu, and that is another thing that our children have been learning about through this school year. We have been learning quite a lot about Islamic etiquette and etiquettes of life in an Islamic life, and it's important to look at not just the farais like wudu and ghusl, etc., but how to be a good human being and a good Muslim and a good Shia. Next, I'd like to invite another one of our female students, Zahra Hussain, to come and give her speech.
MashaAllah.
Are you going to give her speech? MashaAllah. Come on, Zahra. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Zahra, try and speak with me, right? This way, right? Allah bless you.
Allah is very kind and many blessings. He made air for us to breathe. He made water for us to drink and wash ourselves. He made trees and plants for us to eat. They are sweet and tasty fruit.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
Bulantar salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
MashaAllah.
Zahra is also one of our younger students, and she's done very well in
MashaAllah.
her speech. MashaAllah, Zahra.
Very good.
And you know, she was telling us about why we should be thankful to Allah amongst other things that she told us about the food and the water He's given us. So MashaAllah, Zahra, well done. Next, I'd like to invite Haider Ali to come and say a few words. MashaAllah. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When the Holy Prophet went up to the heavens during Miraj, he saw an angel who had 1,000 hands and every hand had 1,000 fingers. The Prophet asked, "O angel, why do you have so many hands and fingers?" The angel replied, "These are so I can count every drop of rain has fallen. I know exactly where each drop. I even know how many drops of rain has fallen since the world was created. But there is one thing that I can't count." The Prophet asks, "What is that?" The angel replied, "Anytime a group of people reciting salawat together, I can't count the rewards or the received. For received the salawat, we should always recite salawat when we hear the Holy Prophet's name or names of the mouths. Allah's blessings for us. All together, loud salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you, Heavenly MashaAllah, for telling us about the fadiyat of salawat and why it's important to read the salawat. And there's no doubt that the number of salawat that's been centered to a Holy Prophet is countless, and MashaAllah, that story tells us about that.
MashaAllah.
So next I would like to invite Akil Naqvi to come and read a few
Nasheed.
paragraphs from his course book. So this is the book we have been following for a curriculum. As you can see, it talks about Agaz, fiqh, akhlaq, and Islamic history. So let me just raise this up a bit.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Who made the sun and sky so blue? Who made the stars and planets too? Allah's the one, Allah's the one. Allah made the stars and the moon and the sun. Allah's the one, Allah's the one. Allah the Creator, the Almighty One. Who made the flowers and the plants and the trees? Who made the spiders and the honeybees? Allah's the one, Allah's the one. Allah made the stars and the moon and the sun. Allah's the one, Allah's the one. Allah the Creator, the Almighty One. Who made the animals both big and small? Who made the tiny mouse and the raptor and doll? Allah's the one, Allah's the one. Allah made the stars and the moon and the sun. Allah is the one. Allah is the one. Allah the creator, the Almighty.
MashaAllah.
You made the universe from A to Z. You made the people who made you and me. Allah is the one. Allah is the one. Allah made the stars and the moon and the sun. Allah is the one. Allah is the one. Allah is the creator. Allah the creator, the Almighty One.
Allah is the one. Allah is the one. Can we all have a loud salawat, please?
Well done, Akil, and mashallah, a very nice poem in English. It is very helpful because a lot of our children speak English and might sometimes struggle to understand Urdu. Next I'd like to invite Lily Khan to come and give her contribution.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Prophet Isa Islam is known as Prophet Jesus. He is believed by all Muslims. He will return with Imam Mahdi. Prophet Isa's mother's name is Maryam or Mary. Allah revealed a full chapter in her name. It is known as Surah Maryam in the Quran, which is the Bible.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
MashaAllah, Lily, that was a beautiful speech, and it's very important for us. We live in a Western society amongst another polytheists and monotheist religions and other community members. And it's important to understand about not just our own prophet, but also about other prophets. And as you know, we also believe in Prophet Isa, Jesus. Next, I would like to invite Zakir Israt to come and say Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alihi Muhammad. محمد و آل محمد بلند الصلوات. اللهم محمد و آل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد و آل محمد. نعرہ تکبیر، اللہ اکبر، نعرہ رسالت، یا رسول اللہ، نعرہ حیدری، آباد و سلامت رہو، آل یاسین بآواز بلند صلوات. اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. انما یرید اللہ لیذھب عنکم رجس اہل البیت ویطہرکم تطہیرا. کوئی لمبی چوڑی پڑھائی نہیں، بس یہ بچوں کی حوصلہ افزائی کے لیے، آپ تمام مومنین سادات کے لیے صرف میرا دل چاہ رہا ہے کہ دعا میں مانگتا ہوں ان بچوں کے لیے بھی، آپ سب کے لیے بھی، میں اپنے لیے بھی، اور تمام مومنین مومنات کے لیے، تمام بچوں کے لیے، ان کے مستقبل کے لیے امام زمانہ کی بارگاہ میں ہدیہ دعا کا پیش کرنا چاہتا ہوں، اور آپ سب آمین بھی کہتے رہیے گا ساتھ ساتھ، اور صلوات سارے حضرات مل کے.
اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل محمد.
میں اپنی طرف سے اور ان بچوں کی طرف سے بالخصوص امام زمانہ بادشاہ کی بارگاہ میں خدایا میرا یوں مقدر جگا دے، خدایا میرا یوں مقدر جگا دے، امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا دے. امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا دے. جس وقت پاک امام کا ظہور ہوگا قبلہ صاحب تشریف فرمائیں, پڑھے لکھے حضرات تشریف فرماؤ. آپ سب جانتے ہیں کہ اس دور میں ایک جنگ ہوگی, اور جنگ وہ محض ایک ہتھیار کے ساتھ نہیں ہوگی, جنگی اوزار کے ساتھ نہیں ہوگی, وہ علم کی جنگ بھی ہوگی, وہ ٹیکنالوجی کے ساتھ بھی جنگ ہوگی, ہر طرح کی. تو پوری توجہ. خدایا میرا یوں مقدر جگا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا. میری ماں کی کوشش کا اس کو سلا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا.
ماشاءاللہ ماشاءاللہ جزاک اللہ.
کروں ذکر زہرا کا طاہر بنوں میں, امام زمانہ کا ناصر بنوں میں. میری ماں کی کوشش کا اس کو سلا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا. کیوں دعا مانگ رہے ہیں تو پوری توجہ کرنی ہے. ہر ایک دل کو عزم حسینی عطا ہو, ہر ایک جان کو جوش خمینی عطا ہو. گھٹن کی فضاؤں میں تازہ ہوا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا. عطا کر جوانوں کو اکبر کی ہمت, ملے میرے بچوں کو اصغر کی ہمت. خدایا انہیں مسکرانا سکھا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا دے. میری ماں کی خواہش فدائے حسینی ہے, گھٹی میں میری عزائے حسینی. عزا پر میں جان دوں مجھے حوصلہ دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا دے.
عظمت محمد وآل محمد بلند تر صلوات. اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد. ماشاءاللہ.
اسپیشلی نا بچوں واسطے دعا. عمل سے ہی اپنی گواہی لکھوں میں, امام زمانہ, امام زمان کا سپاہی بنوں میں. شہادت کے راستے پہ چلنا سکھا دے, امام زمانہ کا عاشق بنا. ہو اخلاق پیارا تو میٹھی زبان ہو,
سبحان اللہ.
ہو اخلاق پیارا تو میٹھی زبان ہو, दुआ दे इमाम ज़माना का आशिक बना दे। सलवात पढ़ो मैं काफी शेर आमीन सारे आखना अपने वास्ते बच्चियां वास्ते तमाम दी तरफों शेर मुलाजा हो। ज़माने की चालों से घबरा गया हूँ, गुनाहों की दुनिया से तंग आ गया हूँ। ज़माने की चालों से घबरा गया हूँ, गुनाहों की दुनिया से तंग आ गया हूँ। गुनाहों के जिंदान से मुझको छुड़ा दे इमाम ज़माना का आशिक बना दे। इमाम ज़माना का आशिक बना।
ये थे ज़ाकिर हुसैन असरार अली, माशाअल्लाह हमेशा की तरह खूबसूरत आवाज़ और खूबसूरत कलाम। एक बार सरवात पढ़िए। We move to the next phase and the final phase of the program, and I would like to say the most important part of the program. This is where we celebrate the success of our madrasa and the contributions of the Molana Ibrar, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone here to thank the Molana for his efforts and his commitment throughout this year. And I have to say, it would not have been possible without his commitment and his effort. And I can wholeheartedly say that his commitment to this madrasa has been absolute, and without his efforts, this would not have been possible today. So can you all say, give a loud salawat? I would also like to thank the executive committee of Anjuman Ghulaman-e-Aulad-e-Zahra. Again, without their support, this madrasa would not have been possible. As you can appreciate that this madrasa, we have been providing some refreshments. We've also been doing all the arrangements in the hall. And although Molana has done the teaching, the things that happen in the background need to be done by somebody. And I have to also say that the members of Anjuman have also, not just the executive committee, participated in this and helped us, and it wouldn't be possible without your cooperation in all senses. As they say in Urdu, dame sukhne, kadme sukhne. So with your efforts, with your words, with your financial support, all of that is required in this. So a loud salawat to everyone. Now, what I'd like to do now is distribute certificates of completion of this year of madrasa to all the students who've attended this madrasa throughout this year. I invite Molana Ibrar as the teacher to distribute these certificates. Now, when I call out your name, would the student please come forward and accept your certificate? Would you like to say a few words? Yes. So Molana would like to say a few words before we start distributing the certificate.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the parents for their continued support, because any madrasa that we have, it can't be successful without the support of the parents. Yani, if homework is set and the parents do not support the child, then the child cannot move forward. So first of all, I would like to thank every single parent who has taken the time, the effort to bring their children to the madrasah, and by bringing them to the madrasah, they have made sure that the children have been doing their homework on time, they have been learning, and they have been paying attention, because it is very important that it is our responsibility that we teach our children the deen of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. The Holy Prophet of Islam sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that teach your children three things. The first is to teach them about the Quran. The second is to teach them about their Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the third is to teach them the love for Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. We at Anjuman Ghulaman-e-Aulad-e-Zahra, Salam, Allah, عليها, this Madrasah over the past year has tried its best to teach their children the Quran, the love for their Prophet, the love for Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam, the vilayat of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib, and the azadari of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wassalam. These things are very important if we want our children to be successful in their lives, if we want them to move forward and get an understanding of deen and to get an understanding of this dunya and to make friends, then the first thing that they need to do is learn about Muhammad and Ali Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. We have taught them akhlaq, we have taught them history, we have taught them the Quran, we have taught them about the lives of Ahlul Bayt, we have taught them about the lives of the prophets, especially the life of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the most thing that we have concentrated on is akhlaq, because it is very important that our children know how to live their lives according to the teachings of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad, how to eat, how to walk, how to drink, how to sleep, how to interact in society according to the teachings of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. So after thanking the parents, I would like to thank all of the students who have been working very hard, especially every single one of you who has prepared something, who has read something today. You know, I understand that for you to come and stand on the mimbar and to recite something can be difficult. But alhamdulillah, all of you have worked very hard in preparing, something for today. And finally, I would like to thank the executive committee of Anjuman Ghulaman-e-Aulad-e-Zahra, Salam, Allah, عليها, because to run a madrasa or to run a center, idara and an anjuman, it is not the duty of one person, but it is the duty of everyone combined together. That includes the executive committee members, the parents, the mu'mineen, the children. If we all work together, then inshallah we can create the soldiers for Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Faraju Sharif. So let's together recite a loud salawat for all of you and for the executive committee and for your children, so that we can continue to guide them towards Muhammad and Ali Muhammad with the loudest of your voices. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
MashaAllah, subhanallah, thank you, Molana, for your kind words. Now, I will call out the names of the children. Could you then step forward and receive your certificate and a small token from us, from the Anjuman, in recognition of your efforts as well during the last 9 months or so. So first of all, I'd like to call the Quran Ali to come and receive this certificate. The Quran.
Stand here so we can. take a picture. And just if those children that don't like chocolate, me and Uncle Saeed are more than happy to take it off you, inshallah.
MashaAllah, well done, Iqrar for us. I would also like to appreciate that some of the older boys who've attended this madrasa, because some of the topics have been very basic, and I must say that they've done well to come and attend and perhaps help remind them and advise them of the basic stuff. But they have also, the boys, the older boys, Ibrar and Zaman and they've all been very helpful in helping us arrange the madrasa, the stairs, and cleaning up afterwards. So thank you again for the older boys for your efforts in helping us out as well. Next it is Zaman Ali Shah. Can I ask Zaman to step forward to see the secretary? MashaAllah, Zaman is always very helpful and he's one of our old students, but he's also participated in helping with arrangements of the madrasa. Next, I would like to invite Zuhair Ali Shah to come and receive his certificate.
We have a loud salawat, please.
MashaAllah, salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Next, I'd like to invite Lily Khan. She's one of our youngest members, but she's done very well, attending regularly, and her confidence has grown quite a lot, I feel, since she's at the Madrasah. Lily, here's a certificate.
We have a loud salawat,
please. Next, I would like to invite Hussain Ali to come receive his certificate.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Allahumma salli ala.
Hussain has always been a very active participant of our madrasa, and he's always sharing his knowledge with his peers. Next, I would like to ask Musa Jafri to come and receive his certificate.
MashaAllah. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
MashaAllah.
Again, Musa is another one of our students. He's quite knowledgeable and he's been very helpful throughout the madrasa, helping his peers and bringing lots of knowledge to us. Next, I'd like to invite Amir Hamza to come and receive his certificate.
MashaAllah.
Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
And he's contributed to the madrasa throughout this year. Next, I'd like to invite Sajjad Ali to come and receive his certificate.
MashaAllah. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali
You want the chocolates? You want the chocolates? Yes, smile then. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Allahumma
Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Next,
MashaAllah.
I'd like to invite Muhammad Shah to come and receive his certificate.
Can you please pay attention?
Muhammad Shah, loud salawat please.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Muhammad Shah has been a very active participant in the Madrasah throughout the last 9 months. Next, I'd like to invite Jafar Sultani to come and take his secretary.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Yeah.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Next, can we have Naqvi come and see this certificate?
MashaAllah. Can we have a loud salawat, please? Can we have a loud salawat, please? It seems like the children don't want the chocolates because they're not reciting the salawat loudly. So can we have a loud salawat, please? It seems like we're not going to get any chocolate. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Next, I would like to invite youngest student, Ali Naqvi, to come and receive
MashaAllah.
his certificate. Turn around, Ali.
Turn around, Ali. Smile, please. Can you hold the certificate? Good boy.
Allahumma.
Yes, of course.
You can open it.
You can open the chocolate.
Next, I would like to receive his certificate. MashaAllah, he has also been very active throughout this year. He's one of the best students and he's been putting a lot of effort this year.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
So next, we also have Ayan Bukhari, but I don't think he's here.
Unfortunately, he's not
He's
here.
not,
So.
unfortunately, he's not here. We'll keep his certificate, so he will come receive it later on.
Yes. Will be passed on to him, inshallah.
Next is Hussain.
Can you please pay attention? Can we have a loud salawat, please? Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Zain is also been working very hard throughout this year, attending regularly. He's been one of our active participants in the Madrasah. Next, I'd like to invite Heather Ali to come see his certificate.
Can we have a loud salawat, please? Can we have a loud salawat, please? Please, if you are eating your chocolates, please pay attention. It's not bad for the rest of them.
Next,
We are
I would
nearly
like
finished,
to
inshallah.
invite Agaz who's done some remarkable work in the classroom and has also been very helpful in the arrangements of the Madrasah. Thank you, everyone.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa
Next, I'd like to ask Molana to come. Molana Hussain to come for the received birth certificate.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa Muhammad.
Next, I'd like to request Zahra Sultani to come and receive birth certificate. Zahra Sultani. Zahra, please come. Zahra gave a very beautiful speech today. MashaAllah, she's been an active sort of regular participant in this. MashaAllah, well done, Zahra. MashaAllah. Salam. Next, I'd like to ask Molana to come forward and receive her certificate.
MashaAllah. Loud salawat, please.
Participate. You've given us some interesting stories during this Madrasah year. MashaAllah, you've done that.
George, where's George?
And next I'd like to next I'd like to invite Fizza Bukhari to come and see her.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
She can be quiet, but she's MashaAllah.
This is for Ayyan.
Next, I'd like to ask Shah to come and receive her certificate. You're lucky, Mom, this is the last chocolate, so I think you got away with it.
Love chocolate, yes, Mom.
MashaAllah, Mom is also very active and she's been working really hard this last year.
Can we have a loud salawat, please?
So next, I'd like to ask Zahra Hussain to come and receive her certificate. Zahra Hussain.
Can we have a loud salawat, please? Another loud salawat, please.
I think we saved one chocolate for you, especially.
Good girl. So, everyone knows about Wasif Kazmi. He was a student. He still is a student, but due to his health, he's not able to come today. So all the children together, for the sake of Imam Sajjad, may Allah give him shifa. Can we have a loud salawat, please?
So that concludes the certificate award ceremony. Next, I would like to request Saeed Shah, the president of Anjuman Ghulaman-e-Aulad-e-Zahra, to say a few words about the Anjuman and the Madrasah. Can I have a loud salam?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
सबसे पहले मैं सब वालिदैन का बेहद मशकूर हूँ कि जिनके तावन और एतमाद के साथ हम आज तकरीबन 9 महीने हमारे मदरसे को कंप्लीट हो गए हैं। जब हमने इस मदरसे का इनेकाद किया तो पहला दिन मुझे याद है किस तरह बच्चे क्लास में आए और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आज आप सब ने देखा कि सभी बच्चे अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अपने कॉन्फिडेंस में हैं और ये आप सब वालिदैन की मेहनत है और ख़ासकर मैं समझता हूँ एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी और बिलखुसूस मौलाना साहब की बेहद मेहनत है कि کہ آج ہمارے بچے اس قابل ہو چکے ہیں. انجمن غلامان-e-Aulad-e-Zahra سلام اللہ کا منشور ہمیشہ سے یہی رہا ہے کہ ہم اپنے بچوں کی طرف توجہ دے سکیں. یہ ہمارا مستقبل ہے اور ہم نے ہمیشہ یہی ترجیح دی ہے کہ ہم اپنے بچوں کو بہتر سے بہتر طریقے سے محمد و آل محمد کا ذکر، عزاداری امام حسین علیہ السلام پہنچا سکیں، اور ہم نے بھرپور کوشش کی ہے. میں ایک دفعہ دوبارہ مولانا صاحب کا بھی آج مشکور ہوں کہ جن کی بے انتہا محنت کی وجہ سے آج ہمارے بچے اس قابل ہیں کہ وہ ماشاءاللہ بہتر سے بہتر طریقے سے اپنی پرفارمنس کر رہے ہیں. مدرسے کے حوالے سے ایک اہم بات میں آپ کی وہ شکرگزار کرنا چاہتا ہوں. سب سے پہلے میں سب والدین کا بے حد مشکور ہوں تمام ایگزیکٹو کمیٹی کی طرف سے، کیونکہ آپ لوگوں کے تعاون سے ہی یہ سب کچھ ہوا ہے. ہمارا مدرسہ جو پچھلے 9 مہینے سے چل رہا تھا، مولانا صاحب اپنی مصروفیت کی وجہ سے کچھ عرصے کے لیے چھٹیوں پہ جائیں گے. اس سلسلے میں انشاءاللہ تعالی مدرسہ جاری رہے گا. ہم جولائی میں، کیونکہ بچوں کی یہ 9 مہینوں کی محنت ہے، تو ہم نے یہ ایگزیکٹو کمیٹی نے سوچا ہے کہ ہم جولائی کے اندر پہلے 3 ہفتے میں انشاءاللہ تعالی بچوں کے لیے کچھ آؤٹ اسٹینڈنگ کا پروگرام کریں گے. ہم بچوں کو کچھ باہر لے کے جائیں گے، ٹھیک ہے. اور اس کے علاوہ آخری 2 ہفتے جو ہے وہ محرم کے بارے میں بچوں کو یہاں تیاری کرائی جائے گی. اگست کا مہینہ، کیونکہ محرم جو ہے اس کا آغاز 31 جولائی یا 1 اگست سے شروع ہو جائے گا، تو 10 دن جو ہے وہ محرم کا سلسلہ رہے گا. اور اگست کے ہر ویکینڈ پہ انگلینڈ کے اندر مختلف شہروں میں 10ویں محرم کے حوالے سے مختلف جلوسوں کا انعقاد ہے. تو ہم نے یہ ڈیسائیڈ کیا ہے کہ یہ اگست کا مہینہ ہم جو ہے وہ بچوں کو فری کریں گے، اور والدین جس طرح چاہیں اپنے بچوں کو لے کے جا سکتے ہیں جلوسوں پہ. تو ماشاءاللہ یہ جو ہے یہ مدرسے کا پروگرام ہے. ہم نے اگست میں بچوں کی کوئی فیس نہیں لینی، اور جولائی میں انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم آپ کو بتائیں گے کہ جو ہمارا خرچ اخراجات ہوگا اس کے مطابق انشاءاللہ تعالی والدین کو اطلاع کر دی جائے گی. اس کے بعد الحمدللہ محرم کے حوالے سے بھی میں آپ کو بتانا چاہتا ہوں کہ محرم میں پچھلے سال کی طرح اس سال بھی الحمدللہ انجمن غلامان-e-Aulad-e-Zahra سلام اللہ علیہ کے پلیٹ فارم سے ہمارا اس دفعہ جو ہے وہ پچھلی دفعہ عشرہ ثانی تھا، اور اس دفعہ ہم جو ہے انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ پورا عشرہ کر رہے ہیں. یہ خواتین کی ہمیشہ خواتین کی جو ہے یہ کوشش تھی کہ وہ چاہ رہی تھی کہ ہمارا عشرہ ہو، تو اس دفعہ ہم نے جو ہے وہ عورتوں کے لیے جو ہے وہ لیڈیز کا پروگرام جو ہے وہ اسی سینٹر کے اندر کیا ہے. انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ میسیجز کے ذریعے ہم آپ کو اس کا سارا شیڈیول دے دیں گے. انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ ٹائمنگ پچھلے سال کی طرح ہی ہوگی انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ. جو ہیں ذاکرہ ان کا انتظام ہو چکا ہے انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ، اور جو ہے وہ محرم کی 9 مجالس جو ہیں وہ اسی سینٹر میں ہوں گی. اس سال ہم جس طرح آپ سب ہمارے ساتھ تعاون کر رہے ہیں، ہم یہ چاہ رہے ہیں کہ ہماری ممبرشپ ہو، اور محرم کے اندر انشاءاللہ تعالی ہم اپنی ممبرشپ شروع کریں گے. ہماری ممبرشپ فیس جو ہے سالانہ 14 پاؤنڈ ہوگی. ہم سب ہمیں چاہیے کہ ہم اپنی ممبرشپ حاصل کریں اور انجمن کے ساتھ تعاون کریں، کیونکہ جس طرح آپ لوگ ہمیشہ تعاون کرتے رہے ہیں اور تعاون کرتے ہیں، ہم آپ کے تعاون سے ہی یہ سلسلہ آگے بڑھا سکیں گے. اور خاص کر جب ہمارے پاس ممبرشپ ہوگی تو ہم اپنے سینٹر کے بارے میں سوچ سکیں گے کہ کہ ہم اپنا کوئی سینٹر لے سکیں، کیونکہ اس دفعہ بھی محرم کے سلسلے میں سینٹر بک کرنے کے لیے ہمارے پاس بونڈ سینٹر جو ہے وہ نہیں ہو سکا، کیونکہ وہ ویکینڈ پہ دستیاب نہیں تھا، تو ہم نے ویلی کریزنٹ سینٹر جو ہے وہ محرم کے لیے جو ہے اس دفعہ ریزرو کیا ہے۔ جمعہ نماز کے حوالے سے کیونکہ مولانا صاحب یہاں نہیں ہیں، تو جمعہ نماز انشاءاللہ تعالی باقی مہینوں کی طرح باسلسلہ رہے گی۔ مولانا حاور عباس سے ہماری بات ہوگی ہے، اور انشاءاللہ تعالی وہ جمعہ کی نماز کے لیے، عید کی نماز کے لیے وہ ریڈ فورٹ سے تشریف لائیں گے، اور انشاءاللہ تعالی جمعہ کی نماز جب تک مولانا صاحب تشریف نہیں لے کے آتے وہ انشاءاللہ تعالی یہ خدمات جو ہے وہ دیں گے۔ آپ کے تعاون کی ضرورت ہے انشاءاللہ تعالی۔ عید قربان کا جو ہے وہ اعلان انشاءاللہ تعالی باقاعدہ طور پر ہمیشہ کی طرح میسیج کی طرح آپ تک جو ہے انفارمیشن ہوگی، اور عید جو ہے انشاءاللہ تعالی 9 بجے جو ہے وہ اسی سینٹر میں جو ہے انشاءاللہ تعالی ادا کی جائے گی۔ میسیجز کے ذریعے آپ کو جو ہے وہ ہم انشاءاللہ تعالی اطلاع کریں گے۔ جس طرح آپ لوگوں کا ہمیشہ سے تعاون رہا ہے، اور خاص کر میں خواتین کا بے حد مشکور ہوں کہ جنہوں نے ہمیشہ سے انجمن کے ساتھ تعاون کیا، اور خاص کر جو محرم کا سلسلہ ہے یہ انہی کے تعاون سے ہے۔ جو ہے اگر کوئی آدمی کوئی بھی مجلس ڈونیٹ کرنا چاہتا ہے تو وہ جو ہے انجمن سے رابطہ کر سکتا ہے۔ اس وقت تک جو ہے وہ ڈاکٹر ابرار صاحب کی فیملی نے 2 مجالس ڈونیٹ کی ہیں، اور اس کے علاوہ جو ہے ایک اور فیملی ہے جنہوں نے بھی اپنی جو ہے مجالس ڈونیٹ کی ہیں۔ اس کے علاوہ جو بھی اپنی مجالس ڈونیٹ کرنا چاہتا ہے وہ ہم سے رابطہ کر سکتا ہے، میسج کے ذریعے، فون کے ذریعے، تاکہ ہم جو ہے وہ اس کو بہتر طریقے سے برپیر کر سکیں۔ آپ کی رائے ہمارے لیے انتہائی اہم رہتی ہے، اور انشاءاللہ تعالی ہمیشہ جو بھی ڈیسیژن کیا جاتا ہے ایگزیکٹو کمیٹی میں وہ سب کی رائے سے کیا جاتا ہے، اس لیے پلیز اپنی رائے واٹس ایپ کے ذریعے اور فون کے ذریعے آپ ہم تک پہنچاتے رہیں۔ میں آخر میں سب فیملیز کا بے حد مشکور ہوں، اور خاص کر مولانا ابرار نقوی صاحب کا تمام ایگزیکٹو کمیٹی کی طرف سے، تمام انجمن کی طرف سے، تمام مومنین کی طرف سے اور بچوں کی طرف سے، سب کی طرف سے شکر گزار ہوں کہ جنہوں نے اپنی انت تک محنت اور کاوش اور تجربے سے بچوں میں یہ کانفیڈنس دیا، اور خاص کر میں تمام فیملیز کا بے حد مشکور ہوں، اور خواتین کا بے حد مشکور ہوں کہ جنہوں نے اپنے بچوں کی بہت اچھا تربیت کی، اور میں سمجھتا ہوں کہ آپ لوگوں نے بھی اپنے بچوں کے اندر تبدیلی محسوس کی ہوگی، کانفیڈنس بچوں کا۔ ہمارا مقصد ہمارے بچوں کو کانفیڈنس دینا، اور محمد و آل محمد کی تعلیم و تربیت کے سلسلے میں جو ہے وہ ہماری کوشش رہی ہے کہ ہمارے بچے ازداری امام حسین جو ہے وہ سمجھ سکیں اور اخلاقیات سمجھ سکیں، جس کا واضح فرق ہم نے محسوس کیا ہے۔ میں آپ سب لوگوں کا بے حد مشکور ہوں، خاص کر مولانا صاحب کا، تمام والدین کا، اور خاص کر ان بچوں کا کہ جنہوں نے بہت اچھے طریقے سے مدرسے میں اپنا جو ہے وہ فرائض انجام دیے ہیں۔ میں ایک دفعہ سب کا بے حد شکریہ ادا کرتا ہوں۔ اللہم صلی علی محمد و آل محمد۔
President of Anjuman Ghulaman-e-Aulad-e-Zahra, giving us a brief of what they've been doing over the last year or so and some of the programs for the coming months. I would like to re-emphasize what Saeed has said about your participation. All of this is possible with your participation. And by participation, I don't mean financial participation. I mean participation at every level. Participation as in your volunteering to help with these programs, your participation in the programs, reciting Noha, Qasidas, or speeches during the time, and also your participation as in helping us with the arrangements and the logistics of these programs, and also what Saeed mentioned, your advice and your suggestions That is also a form of participation. We might not always be able to act on these things due to different reasons, because as you're aware, we do not have our own idara. We have some limitations around that. Also, our funding is limited. So, as an Anjuman, we have to consider the best way forward for the Anjuman and with our limited resources. But do not think that we ignore your suggestions and your recommendations. We keep a note of these things, and whenever it's possible to deliver and act on these, we will do that, inshallah. But please keep your suggestions, recommendations coming. Please continue to support us financially, support us by volunteering with the arrangements and the logistics, and also by participating in these programs. This wouldn't be possible without your attendance, and also with your participation. As you can see, the children today read a lot of things today, so it's also, none of this is possible without everyone's participation. So lastly, I'd like to invite Molana, Syed Ibrar and Naqvi to come and give the closing remarks, say a dua, and inshallah the food will be served in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. اللهم إني أسألك باسمك يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا كريم يا غفار يا غفور. میرے اللہ تجھے واسطہ محمد والے محمد کی عزت اور عظمت کا انجمن غلامان اولاد-e-Zahra سلام اللہ علیہ کی یہ جو مدرسے کی کوشش ہے، یہ جو سلسلہ ہم نے مل کے شروع کیا، میرے اللہ اس میں خیر و برکت کا نزول فرما. میرے اللہ تجھے واسطہ محمد والے محمد کی عزت اور عظمت کا تمام والدین کی توفیقات میں اضافہ، تمام بچوں کی توفیقات میں اضافہ فرما. میرے اللہ جو انجمن غلامان اولاد-e-Zahra سلام اللہ علیہ کے ساتھ تعاون کر رہے ہیں، ان کے رزق اور کاروباروں میں برکتیں عنایت فرما. میرے اللہ تجھے واسطہ محمد والے محمد کی عزت اور عظمت کا، میرے اللہ اس ادارے کی، اس انجمن کی جو ایگزیکٹو کمیٹی ہے، تمام ممبران، تمام والدین جو ہمیشہ اس ادارے کے ساتھ تعاون کرتے ہیں، جن کی کوشش کی وجہ سے آج ہمارا مدرسہ کامیابی کی طرف چل رہا ہے، میرے اللہ تمام کی توفیقات میں اضافہ فرما. میرے اللہ ہم کو حقیقت میں اپنی اولاد کی تربیت کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما. میرے اللہ بیماروں کو بیمار کربلا کے صدقے شفائے کلی عنایت فرما. میرے اللہ خصوصاً ہمارے بچوں کو صحت و سلامتی والی زندگی عنایت فرما. میرے اللہ پاک کے امام کی معرفت عطا فرما. ہمارے 12ویں آقا کے ظہور میں تاجیل فرما. سب مل کے اللہم عجل ولیک الفرج، اللہم عجل ولیک الفرج، اللہم عجل ولیک الفرج. رب صلی علی محمد وآل محمد برحمتک یا ارحم الراحمین. دعائیں امام زمانہ سب بچے مل کے بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. اللہم کن ولیک المرشد الحسن صلواتک علیہ وعلی آبائہ فی هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا واثقا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك كوا وتمتعه فيها دليلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. Can I ask everyone to stand up so we can recite Ziyarat Warisa of Imam Hussain? I would like to request Saeed Ali Shah to come and recite Ziyarat Warisa.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا وارث آدم صفوة الله. السلام عليك يا وارث نوح نبي الله. السلام عليك يا وارث إبراهيم خليل الله. السلام عليك يا وارث موسى حليم الله. السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله. السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا وارث علي أمير المؤمنين ولي الله. السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى. السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى. السلام عليك يا وارث يا ثار الله وابن ثار والرث والموتور. أشهد أنك قد أكملت صلواتك وأتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر وأتيت الله ورسوله حتى أتيك يقين فلعن الله أمة قتلتك ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرازه به. يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله أشهد أنك كنت نور في الأسباب الشامخات والأرحام المطهرة لم تنجسك الجاهليات بأحجاسها ولم تلبسك من مدلهمات ثيابها. وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المؤمنين. وأشهد أنك الإمام البرق التقي الرازي الأسقي الهادي المهدي. أشهد أنك النائمات من ولدك غانمات التقوى وأعلام الهدى والأخوة الأخرى والحجة على أهل الدنيا. وأشهد الله وملائكته وأنبياءه ورسوله إني بكم مؤمن وبإيابكم مؤمن بشرائع الدين وأوقاتهم. أملي وقلبي لقلبكم سلم وأمري لأمركم متبع صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وعلى أجسادكم وعلى أجسامكم وعلى شاهدكم وعلى غائبكم وعلى ظاهركم وعلى بائزكم. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات الله